But from one management to another, we have Mr. Rajesh Rathi, who is the MD at Sudarshan Chemicals, joining us on the show right now. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us on ET now. And firstly, let me ask you a question that now that the completion is done for Heubach, if you could tell us what kind of medium-term and the long-term synergies can we expect for this? What additions in the product line is expected thereafter?
This is a very exciting time for Sudarshan. This acquisition gives us a great opportunity, I would say a golden opportunity for us to become the most value-adding pigment player globally. Sudarshan had an ambitious growth strategy. We had an aim to become world leader in the pigment industry, and this acquisition provides us this platform. We significantly expand our global footprint with 19 manufacturing sites in 11 countries across 4 continents. We provide the broadest product pigment portfolio to the industry, and with our second technical center, the first one in India and the second one in Frankfurt, we are able to provide very good technical solutions to our customers.
But Mr. Rathi, also help us understand that what would be the combined global market share of the key products like pigmentation post the completion of this acquisition, and the outlook on the consolidated growth and margin levels? If you can give us your outlook there.
We've just completed a transaction, and due to antitrust issues, we were not allowed to delve into the combined numbers. But from a market perspective, I think we become the second largest pigment player globally, very close to the largest player.
Right. And any opportunity or threats emerging with US imposition of tariffs currently underway, especially against China? And will this be shielding the entity from US Trump's, since this is a German buyout?
So as a combined entity, we become very flexible. As I explained to you, we have 19 manufacturing sites in 11 countries. So we have the flexibility to supply from different geographies, right? So for example, we have a manufacturing facility in Mexico, but it seems that, since there are tariffs now in the US, we would be able to either supply ourselves from our US entity, Indian entities, or European entities. So that provides us with great flexibility and opportunity.
Right. I wanted to understand the combined management. What sort of a hierarchy role that we will see there? Will it be led by the existing management? Are you all looking to hire more experienced people, especially in the pigmentation industry?
Since from October onwards, we've been planning our integration management, and the entire organization structure has been laid. We have a functional organization structure with key leaders coming from both sides of the companies, and we've also rehired some of the stalwarts of the industry.
Mr. Rathi, are you looking at any other inorganic acquisitions, especially when it comes to a 2026 outlook? And if yes, then in which category?
So currently, the first 2 to 3 years of our the next 2 to 3 years is going to be focusing on getting the value out of this deal, and we see this as a very EPS accretive, lucrative deal. So first, we would want to realize this and then plan for the future.
Right. And Rajesh, what about the demand and pricing trends? How are they looking for pigments for 2026?
I think short term, if you look at the global markets, I think Europe is recovering. We're still not back to the original levels. In terms of India, in the last, I would say, quarter, was a very dull quarter for the paint industry, but we are again recovering from that, and this quarter looks good. All in all, I think the pigment market has been growing at 3 to 4% annually.
Right. Lastly, I wanted to understand there's a pretty strategic shift that we are likely to see in textile space as a Bangladesh +1 strategy is picking up pace. If you could help us understand, what does this actually mean for the pigmentation industry? Is it very significant?
The main markets for pigments are paints, plastics, printing inks. Textile forms a small market, but it's an important market. And Bangladesh is a market. India is a market for textiles, and as a combined entity, we'll keep serving these markets as we go ahead.
And lastly, Mr. Rathi, since you did touch upon the paint sector, help us understand that are there any green shoots that you are seeing at this point in time when it comes to the paint industry?
The decorative market, the industrial market has been stable. The decorative market did see a little bit of a downturn in demand, but we are seeing the demand to come back as we are moving forward.
Okay, Mr. Rathi, great to have you on the show. Thank you so much for your time today.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.